Today it's Saturday, May 18, 2024. That's the F-Type, the Jaguar. The gentlemen here, they dropped down the engine with the transmission and the cross member. We have a number plate there? No, we don't have. Okay. So, engine, cross member, transmission on a table. Next step, separating transmission from the engine, separating the engine from the cross member, and putting it on the engine stand. Now, these are the bolts for the cross member, and these bolts need to be replaced, need to change it. They have some rust, and to have a peace of mind and don't have any headache because it might separate, we will gonna put a new bolts for a peace of mind. All right. Then, what else? Somebody mentioned in a comment that how it didn't have a check engine because it's passing the master flow sensor. It's not passing the master flow sensor. The master flow sensor, it's located there, their filter is here in their box, and this is from where it's sucking. This is the air duct, you see? So this is not going to the engine, this goes to the engine from this side. And if this is open, obviously it's gonna suck some water in. Now, because today it's Saturday, I don't know if I'm not gonna open today, obviously, but at least we're gonna sit on the engine stand today. Let's move on. Let's make one test with the starter to see. We're gonna run. Oh boy. It's fine, you know, we're gonna check that again, not with these thick cables, okay. The other one, when we're gonna close everything, if everything goes well and I build the engine, or if we put a different engine or whatever, okay. Before we put everything on, just double check again the starter, just in case. So don't have any headache, because when you click the button to start the car, it was pushing out this, but it was not turning, so it might be burn the brushes, or I might open it to have a look inside. All right, thank you very much, sir. Let's continue. Okay, transmission out. Obviously, we cannot remove the bolts from the torque converter because the crankshaft has been seized. So what you have to do, you have to pull the transmission with the torque converter staying on the flex plate. Did we F up the torque converter? No, we didn't fuck it up. We didn't scratch it. There was two people. One from Mia was from the left, Mr. Joey was from the right. We pull it equally back straight to don't have any problem. And we support the engine to don't move at all the engine. It looks okay. Now, Mr. Joe, this makes the things more complicated for me. You wanna know why? We don't have a hooks to hook it up the engine from anywhere to lift it up. But even if we hook it up and we lift it up, alright, how are we gonna put the engine stand? You see, from here to here. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna make it a plan B. What will gonna be the plan B? What will gonna be the plan B? I'm gonna might open it here as this. On the table. I don't see any other. Yeah, start opening it there, and then when we're gonna be light without the cylinder heads, three people will gonna lift up the engine, we're gonna put some cartons down, and we're gonna do it like what they're doing, that they're rolling the engine, you know, because once again, as soon as the crankshaft is seized, there is no way to remove the bolts from the torque converter. This we need to order a new one, eh? Lovely. All right, let me pull it now out and start working. Mr. Joe, come on, Mr. Hercules, see how you're gonna turn the damper pulley. It will gonna turn. Take a look. Before we try with Mr. Derek here, you see his face. Before we try to spin it, without the spark plugs, we remove the water inside. We open also the supercharger. You see the video actually. Okay, alright. This is the WD-40 and some water, whatever it had inside. Okay, remove the the torque converter to put back again. How many times we try? Right?
Up, down, down.
Even the starter, it couldn't crank the engine. Yeah, we tried. Yeah, now Mr. Joe here, he just coming here, he's putting on, he says, why? I can turn it. Alright, let's remove the torque converter. We're gonna put it properly on the engine stand to work there. You know what? Let me bring also the camera. No, I'm gonna open it. It doesn't. Oh no, let's bring the camera just in case, you know, because I see something that I didn't like. I see one piece that comes so much high. All right, you're gonna turn it for me, and I'm gonna put the camera to inspect one by one the cylinder. Well, just give me a minute. Not a minute, 10 seconds. All right. Now, next step. I already checked the pistons inside. There it's equal at top dead center, based on the where is the head gasket. You spin the crankshaft and you see on the side camera of the camera, okay, the endoscopic camera, to see how high they're coming, and all looks equal. Now I put one rag here, another one rag from the other bank because it has WD-40 inside. Let's crank it. Was stuck the starter, and that's why it was not cranking. Let's have a look on it. Yeah. You know what? Let's bring one cable. Where is it? It's there. No, give me one cable. Bring me one cable to put there because it's a little bit tricky. I mean, with both hands it's easier because I can put the screwdriver here and do it. Alright, let's try like that. It spins, eh? Take a look what comes out from the exhaust. WD-40 and water. We have already cleaned the supercharger, so it does have water till the inlet port. Whatever water has, it's the manifold. When you open the exhaust, it came water out, right? Yeah. Okay, gentlemen. You know what I'm thinking, right? You know what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking, one second, because there is a number plate over there. See the face. They know what I'm thinking. To put back the engine in and crank it again to see, right? Instead of opening the engine, we might get away with that. Let's see, let's talk at the office and see how we're gonna proceed. We're gonna inform also the owner. It's not retracting the gear here. Is it running through the damper pulley front or it's wobbling? Because when he was turning it before, I saw it was going up and down. Yeah. You know, don't make double job. You know, don't open the engine for no reason. First, second, to don't put it up and then has a problem and explode everything inside. You know, that's the thing. I was thinking it was the connecting rod. It's not, obviously it's not a connecting rod. And now I can see the starter here, that it's stuck at this point. It is supposed to be retracted inside and not to stay there. You see? Why to stay here out? It's not turning. It's supposed to don't turn with a flex plate.
One more stop going back.
What do you mean?
Starter, no going back. Leave it go. No, this.
No, it's supposed to go back.
Yes, go back. Now no going back.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Why don't go back? Maybe the start is gone. Oh boy. Where is it now? It's not retracting it inside. Did you check the damper pulley? Can you hold the phone? Come here. Hold the phone here. No worries, I'm dirty also. Hold here, there at this point. Alright? It's recording currently. Yeah, hold it there. I just want to see the damper pulley is wobbly. A little bit it's acceptable. Don't be so much. It's nice. It's okay, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Lovely. 1 second. Just a second, sir. Yeah, that's the WD-40 that we put. It smells like WD-40. This to don't come rusty the cylinders, because even if it was a bent connecting rod, at least don't come rusty the cylinder wall, and then we have problem with the piston rings. From this side, it came a little bit out, not that much like the bank one. All right, standing by. Let's have a conversation to see what are we gonna do, how are we gonna continue. All right, what's the plan? What's the plan? What are we gonna do? It doesn't matter if we use this engine or if we put a used engine or if I rebuild the engine, okay? With one way or the other, the bolts for the cross member need to be replaced. It's rusty, we don't want to get any chance. That's number one. Second thing, with one way or the other, the spark plugs, we're gonna change them. We're not gonna put the old spark plugs. That's the second thing. Third thing, the starter, doesn't matter if we run with this engine or if we put a used engine or if I rebuild this engine, the starter needs to be replaced, okay, for a peace of mind. And the air filters, definitely, with one way or the other, we have to replace it because they pass water. Now, doing these things, putting the new starter, make sure that the cylinders are nice and clean, get compression from inside. I already checked with the camera and they are already clean. I mean, it doesn't have a rust because we put a WD-40, and now the guys, they put again WD-40 just in case. All right, so cleaning the cylinders, sucking the WD-40 from inside, make sure that it's nice and clean inside the cylinders, blow with some air with a thin pipe to clean everything. The supercharger, we have already cleaned it. There is no water inside by any means at the ports, on the heat exchanger or on the supercharger itself. All right, and what's remaining? Getting compression pressure. I might make also a leak down test for a peace of mind. Putting the new spark plugs, coils, the new starter, the new bolts for the cross member, and new air filters here. Put everything back and try to start the engine. Like this, it's gonna be the best case scenario for the customer, for me. I'm not gonna waste my time, you know, because if no need the rebuild, why to do it? I checked with the camera and all the pistons are coming equal at top dead center based on the head gasket. You get a reference from the head gasket and you see how high it comes the piston. So I did the same thing on a one S-Class a month ago. It was the same case actually. The S-Class is working fine. Now that's the plan with the Jaguar, and that's what are we gonna do. We might be lucky. It's gonna be win-win. Win for us, win for the customer, win for everybody. Let's see. Thank you. Over and out. Have a nice weekend. See you again on Monday. That's what I was willing to say earlier and I forget it. Plus has 72,000 miles, less than 120,000 kilometers. Something between 110 to 120,000 kilometers. So it's not a high mileage. If you had an engine that was 300,000 kilometers and was leaking from everywhere, and it was not performing well, then it might make sense to open it and refresh the gasket seals and see how it is inside, the piston rings and all these things. But it's not high mileage, and we have a good chances to run beautiful. Now that's the end. Over and out.